Hi everybody, Julia Sansevere with the Martin County Difference, and we are getting ready to come on the radio live at 1450 a.m. and also WSTUTV.com on their internet webcam. You hear a little tinkling of music in the background, that's the radio, but Frank's going to turn that down. Frank, hi Frank, thank you. We hear this faint noise in the background. So tonight's guests are Francesca Morgan of Francesca Morgan Interiors, talking about Molly's House, an event that she's doing that's really cool and special. And my next guest will be John Nelson of familiesrecover.org, and we're going to talk to him in the second half of the show. And as everybody may or may not know by now, I'm a realtor here in Stuart, Florida with Coldwell Banker. And I started the show regarding Healthy Start Coalition, and that's how this turned into what it is, which is a 501c3 celebration of life for anybody and everybody who's making a difference in our community to make the world a better place and make Martin County as special as it is. It is the Martin County Difference, and that's what we celebrate here every time we're on the air. So, hi, Francesca.
Hi, Julia. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you're here with me. Francesca's a friend of mine as well as everything else, and she's a top designer, interior designer in the area, and I'm delighted that you're here, and things happen serendipitously, you know? It's amazing how we find each other in this world. And let's just go back a few years. Not very long, just a few.
Because we're only 20.
Yeah, we're only 29. And how it was that we came to meet each other was at a mutual friend's house, right?
That's right.
30 seconds.
Somebody's
Okay, 30 seconds will be coming on the radio. So maybe we can talk about it there. And I'm just kind of call up the Facebook page. That's what I'm doing right now. Let's see. Is this it? There it is. Yeah, so then we can, well, that's not it. Okay.
There's some nice houses now.
Some nice
Some
houses.
really good listings.
Oh, yeah, by the way, did you know I'm a realtor? That's right.
A dancing realtor.
Hey, there's my page. There I am. Okay, good. We are
look at
live.
us.
See?
Awesome.
So now make sure you like and
Nice
share
second.
this. All right. I'm going to put my ears on, my little rabbit ears.
Shall I do the same?
But this is a yeah,
Oh,
then you'll
yeah.
hear yourself on the radio.
Great.
So this is a show about positivity.
All right. If you hear that music, you know that Julia Sansevere can't be too far behind. It is now time for the Martin County Difference with Julia Sansevere. Take it away, Julia.
Thank you, Frank. Well, that's a new intro for me. Thank you, Frank. The personal touch. This is Julia Sansevere. Welcome to the Martin County Difference. It's Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. Thanks for joining us. As you know, I've been here every week since last July when I got involved with Dancing with the Martin Stars. And once the event ended and I had raised over $38,000 thanks to people right here like Francesca Morgan right next to me who donated. Thank you, Francesca. I was able to break the record that they had had for 6 years, and you could go out and on YouTube see it. It's the Latin Hustle with Julia Sansevere, Dancing Realtor, all this kind of thing, and Dancing with the Martin Stars. But I want to welcome everybody tonight. We have a really great show. This is, you know, there's nothing better than having people who are your friends in the community doing great things. And I'm so excited to have Francesca Morgan of Francesca Morgan Interiors and John Nelson later in the show, who started an organization called familiesrecover.org. And Francesca is doing a project and an event that she came up with, a very creative event for Molly's House. But real quickly, I'm really excited, first of all, before I introduce my guest officially, is to say thank you to my sponsors. I have two wonderful sponsors for the show tonight, and I want to give them a shout out. First, TC Palm Home Inspections. As you know, I'm a realtor, and I love the different people who help me help my customers. And TC Palm Home Inspections is a family-owned and operated home inspection company serving St. Lucie, Martin, and Palm Beach counties, fully licensed and insured with the state of Florida. TC Palm Home Inspections performs complete home inspections and pre-inspections for home buyers and sellers. That means pre-listing. They also do insurance inspections, which include wind mitigation, 4-point inspections, and roof certifications. Call Gary Mulca, TC Palm Home Inspections, at 772-678-8133, and check out their website at tcpalmhomeinspections.com. You'll be glad you did. And next, I wanted to thank a really good friend of mine, a married couple, Nicole and Jeff Meir. They own Rivercrest Insurance, and they're also a sponsor tonight. So Rivercrest Insurance is your local independent insurance agency conveniently located in the prestigious Royal Palm Financial Center near downtown Stuart. It was founded in 2002 by Jeff and Nicole Meir, and they are family owned and operated as well, specializing in personal lines insurance for your home, auto, watercraft, life, and personal umbrella. Give Rivercrest Insurance a call at 772-463-3113 for a premier insurance services for your peace of mind with Jeff and Nicole Meir. So thank you so much, Rivercrest Insurance and TC Palm Home Inspections, for sponsoring. You're making a difference in our community because you're supporting a show like this. And I know that they also do good work on their own because I know them. And so I want to give a shout out to those kind of people who do business in this community who help others. And that's who's sitting next to me tonight. Hi, Francesca Morgan of Francesca Morgan Interiors.
Hi, Julia.
Finally, you get to speak.
We all know how much I like to do that.
I know. That's how we bonded, right?
That's
we
right.
met a few years ago.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
Yeah, it's like we didn't need a microphone, but we had such a good time. It was a kind of a girls' night out networking thing at a friend's house, and you presented what you do for a living, and we all kind of did that, and we traded stories. And you know, out of that night, I've still maintained good relationships and friendships with several of those women. It's amazing.
We live in an amazing community.
We
There's a lot
really
of
do.
Really good people out there that
Yeah.
we're able to give back and be able to contribute to one another's businesses, and it's an honor to live here.
Yeah, and so Francesca is right downtown, you guys. So we're going to talk about her business a little bit, but what she's involved in is Molly's House. So we're going to get to that. And if you've been living under a rock, you might not know what Molly's House is. But Molly's House is also right downtown near you, right?
That's right. Molly's House has been established, I think, a few little things.
Yeah.
Bill West, who is the CEO
Bill.
of Molly's House, I think you had him on the show not too long ago.
Yes, I did.
And he kind of told the story a little bit, but just a recap. Molly's House is similar to a Ronald McDonald House, and basically what they do is they allow people in who have hardships in their families or in trouble and they're in the hospital or need someplace to stay temporarily. So Molly's House opens their doors and they allow these people in. So basically by us contributing or being part of getting all kinds of funds together and help with their fundraising efforts, we're able to help and contribute back to society when people really need something. And we've all been there and need a helping hand. So it's really an honor to be able to help these people, and they're so appreciative.
Absolutely, and it was named for Molly Sharkey, who was this bright young teenager with leukemia. She did pass away at 18 while at Disney World, and her dad, Kevin Sharkey, made it his mission to build her dream house where families could be together while a loved one was in the hospital. So it's a really big house right outside of Stuart on Osceola Street, 430 Osceola Street. And they had a big event at Sailfish Point. My husband and I went. We bought tickets. And that's another thing. My husband and I found out about these great things going on in our community with great organizations. And we're like, well, that sounds like fun. It had a casino night, and we went out there. It was wonderful. And all of the money goes back to the organization because it's 501c3.
That's right.
And that's what this show is all about, is spreading positivity. It's a show with a heart about people making a difference to make this a better world for all of us. So now what you're doing is separate and apart, is very creative, because you're a very creative person, number one. If you haven't been to Francesca Morgan Interiors, do stop by. It's the cutest little cottage right on the edge of Stuart. And it's located, I'm going to give you a shout out, 227 Southeast Ocean Boulevard. And she is an interior designer, and her shop is just, you go in there and it's like gaga, gaga. It's eye candy.
Eye candy, for sure.
Yeah, it really is. So what is this interesting and creative idea you've come up with?
All right, so I've done some things for Molly's House in the past, and I definitely believe in the cause, and I've had some friends, and a very dear friend of mine who told me her situation at some point, and she had a daughter who had a very serious heart condition, and she had a brain tumor. She had some bad things happening. So she was traveling about trying to get her the best assistance, and she told me about the Ronald McDonald House. Suddenly we just started talking, and of course, Stuart being an amazing place to live, we have something like that right underneath our doorsteps, basically. So this facility allows people, like I said, to come in, and they allow you to stay as long as you need to so that you can care for your loved ones or be there to assist them. So Molly's House is a wonderful facility. It's beautiful. It's like a home.
It is.
So, it's
14 bedrooms.
It's really
it is a home.
well done.
Yeah.
I must say so myself, because I and many fellow designers in Stuart probably about two or 3 years ago. I think we all participated, and we helped to redo some rooms and some facilities, and they're looking to do little by little, so they were very gracious and really had us help them to redo some rooms. So I am selling my house, going through some changes, and decided I had to have a home and garden sale, and that was kind of on the top of my list. But being as busy as I am, I thought, oh God, I don't want to do this. So I put it off till the end of season. Not a great thing, but finally getting a little breathing and a little reprieve, and decided, how can I make this work for everybody? And Bill and I had chatted a while ago, and he was very appreciative. And I said, okay, wait a second. Bill West from Molly's House, the CEO, and who's doing amazing things and really helping them in the right direction. His staff is just A+.
Yeah.
Really.
They are.
Met with Debbie today and with Polly, and we're really trying to use our resources and all of our efforts to bring top of mind awareness. There's so many people who don't know about this, and it's such an amazing cause. So watering my plants, thinking I got to do something, I got to get rid of this stuff, and I'm like, who can I affiliate myself or align myself with that would make a difference?
Yeah,
They came to mind immediately.
Yeah.
I'm a marketer, so all of a sudden we were just changing everything in my office and about to gear up to do MailChimp. So within 2.5 hours, I was on the computer. It was my first go at MailChimp. One of my office coordinators said, "You've got to learn how to do this," and I was intimidated. I'm like, "No, I don't want to do this." All of a sudden, it was a Sunday morning. I was like a Friday afternoon. I talked to Bill, and when he called me on Sunday and said, "It's a go. I love the idea. Let's do it," I was on MailChimp coordinating the email blast immediately. So basically what's going to happen is it's going to be a home and garden tour. There's been a lot of home tours in the Stewart area. Obviously, we live in an affluential area.
Yeah.
People like to see what's going on.
Yeah, they love to see beautiful homes.
They like to see beautiful homes.
And yours is beautiful.
Thank you, sweetheart.
I've seen it.
I love it too. It's going to be sad to leave, but it's time to move.
Yeah,
So all good things must come to an end.
Start a new chapter.
So definitely a really good time to just get the word out, do something good for the community, and hopefully earn some funds that I can totally give back to the community and give to Molly's House.
Oh, cool.
So
how is that manifesting?
That's
itself?
exactly. So what I have, well, first of all, it's very important I hope people will call in with questions or instant
type
message us or something.
On Facebook at the Martin County Difference. Right now we're on live and we have a few people watching. Thank you very much out there, and say make your comments and I'll read them on air if I can figure it out. Keep talking.
Well, we want to figure it out because I think the most important thing is for us to be able to educate everybody out there. Not a lot of people know that we have these resources at our fingertips,
right?
And this is a blessing. So, bottom line is we're going to have a home and garden tour at my home, which we have a little soft launch, but we have open invitation on April 21st between the hours of 4 and 7 p.m.
Okay.
Suggested contribution to get through the doors is $15. And what's really amazing, I'm going to tell a little story in a minute because I'm very excited because I did a blast out for my first MailChimp blast, and I had clients calling in and asking me, well, where do I donate if I want to donate? Yeah. So it didn't even occur to me that people would want to go far and beyond, but being this community and how people are so giving and kind, I had a couple of people read the little blurb because I linked their website and everything, and I had a few people call in right away and with sizable contributions they want to contribute. So that was very exciting.
Good. And are they able to directly donate to Molly's House?
We're ready to go right now. We've got everything lined up.
Okay.
If anybody needs a private invitation, but we will be posting this and everything, please reach out. But the bottom line is you come in for a house tour, and those wine and hors d'oeuvres that will be served, and apart from the house tour, not everything, but most everything in the house is for sale. I would like to make my life easier. It's a beautiful big house, and we have an amazing landscaping, amazing garden things, and we are just going to be selling everything, and proceeds go to the Molly's House.
Oh, that's really
so it's going to be exciting, and I'm really looking forward to it. I have a feeling
it's going to be a nice, tidy bundle.
It's going to be good.
You guys,
it's going to be very excited.
What you've started is maybe an event that other people can take up the gauntlet year after year and
create a
follow,
model.
So get some momentum going, exactly.
Follow your lead.
A house and garden tour.
Yeah.
Like how Dancing with the Stars became the thing for Healthy Start Coalition. And it becomes a celebrity kind of event, too. So we could have people listen out there, anybody who has a friend with a nice house and they want to, transition, or maybe not even transition, just have a house and garden tour and raise money for Molly's House.
Exactly.
That's really
there's what I'm going to do is I'm definitely, as I'm opening my home, anybody who I've worked for in the past, if they have an interest in this and this touches their heart, would love them to be able to open their house next year, and we just keep on going. It doesn't always have to be a home and garden tour, but it could be other things as a fundraising event.
Right.
Sure.
Well, we have quite a few people on, and I would love it if you would click the like and say you watched it, because that way I can see your name. Right now I can see there are people on, but I can't see who you are. So I know Catherine Massey is out there. She's in Texas. She's my sister. She's a loyal viewer.
What I was going to say, that's great.
I do have one fan.
Wow. She got to do it.
That I know of.
No.
So if you're out there, please do hit the like button and the share button right now. And, you know, Amy Foreman, you're out there. You hit the like, about to go on the air. And Jennifer Atkinson, love it. Thank you very much. 3 other people liked the post. Let's see if I can see their names. It's hard to tell here. That's not it. Anyway, well, you know, some nights it works and some nights it doesn't. Sam Massey, thank you. Catherine's husband, my brother-in-law, shared the post, the Martin County Difference post, so thank you. Share the video, share the post of us going on the air, and that's how we grow this. This is Facebook, folks. It's social media, and you've got to share it. You've got to hit the like button or the love button, a little heart, or even laugh, you know, and say you like it. And then your friends see that, and it goes on and on from there. And so if everybody recalls, in the past few weeks I've said, my husband and I were in network television, so we just are like, this is amazing. We have, you know, the iPhone is doing this. And Frank at the radio station.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yes.
It's great. It's the new way.
Yeah.
And if you know about this, then you'll know that this show lives on after tonight. We're live right now, but it'll be on the Facebook page, The Martin County Difference. Then Francesca can have it on her page, and also put it on YouTube on the Martin County Difference page for YouTube on the channel. And I have a group, the Martin County Difference group. Get it? There's a theme going. But the point is, and we talked about this in your office the other day, the group is like your instant messenger. So I'm out here to give you a little technology lesson. If you sign up in a group, you get the posts and notifications. So about to go on the air and all those things, and this video will live there too. So it's just great, and you can share it to all your clients, and that way you grow the list of people who know about the show, your show, and my show, but your event on April 21st.
Which we're looking forward to. So
yes.
I'm just going to give a little clip real quick.
Do, and it's at 228 Southeast Oriole Avenue in downtown Stewart, just off the edge of downtown. It's a really neat part of Stewart. It's between the river and Ocean Boulevard, and some really interesting homes in there, and yours is by far one of the most interesting. I mean, I never could believe it when I came in. I was like, wow! And that was years ago, so I can't even imagine how even more spectacular it is. And that's what I was saying. Francesca and I met so many years ago with a group of other dynamic women, and at a house, and we shared stories. And
it was a fun night.
Absolutely. We've stayed in touch in business and in friendship ever since. Because we clicked.
We clicked.
Because we like to talk.
It's easy. When you like to talk, it's easy.
Yeah.
Hence,
here we are.
Perfect scenario for you. When you told me
Yeah.
you were doing this, I said, oh my God, this is so fitting.
Yeah, because we were talking about something else. You called me, and I was like, as a matter of fact, why don't you come on my show and talk about it? And you're like, what?
Perfect.
Yeah, it's like, this is awesome.
So
this is how it happens. It's organic.
It's always like that, though. When you do good things happen.
That's right.
It's definitely
So
karma.
Tell us
All
more
right,
about
so
it.
a little bit more about it
About
is
the tour.
basically, again, like I said, 4 to 7, wine and hors d'oeuvres will be served. Suggested contribution at the door is $15.
Okay.
And from all of the furnishings, garden accessories, plants, and so forth, a proceed will go to Molly's house. And we have a goal, which they looked at me and said, you have a goal already? I said, I would like to raise at least $5,000 from this. So that's my goal. We definitely already have one contributor on board.
Nice.
And it's really nice that I did not expect it, but when we sent out an email blast, people were calling and saying, this is amazing. I want to know more about this facility. And I do know that Molly's House often has open door policy. I think it's once a month. They allow people in and they do a tour. And if you don't know about that and you don't know about the facility, I think that's a really nice thing because you just
Very
never,
worthwhile.
you never know when you cross somebody's path who might need it. And you're spreading the good word.
You are, absolutely. And, you know, it's all volunteers there.
Always.
And so you can volunteer, and you can make a straight donation to Molly's House, but do it by way of Francesca's party first.
Well, you know what's really funny is actually the reason. Well, I had done something for Molly's House prior to this, and I had gone online. I said, okay, I got to get myself together. I really want to do more for the community. And I had gone on there, and it was posted up on I Love to Cook. It's one of the, I love to eat too, which is quite the problem. But we won't go there. That's a whole other show.
Yeah, we all love to eat.
But that was something
That's okay.
that I had pulled him up, and I said, you know what? I think I'm going to call them. I had found out they wanted chefs, or they were in need of chefs to cook. So I had it up on my computer. So while I was watering the plants that day, thinking, what am I going to do? I don't want to have a sale. And I said, okay, perfect. It was just like the perfect thing. It fit perfectly.
It was a great
Very
idea.
exciting.
Yeah,
I did
right time.
Did my happy dance. I was all excited.
Did it look like the Latin hustle?
Just like the Latin hustle, baby. You've seen these
Lot of
dance, haven't you?
That was the dance I did.
I know.
That's why it's ha ha ha. Yeah, a lot of spinning. Yeah, and I could just see Francesca out there.
Yeah, I do a happy dance every time something good happens. Yeah! Thank God no one can see me and it's not aired.
Well, I think it's so cool. And tell us a little bit more about it. Wine
hors d'oeuvres. We'll do a
hors-
house tour.
Are you going to give a guided tour?
I will give a guided tour because a lot of people like to hear the story behind it, and they
Yeah.
like to see the call to action, basically what your vision was and everything. So it's nice when they see. And I have I'll have stream a video of befores and afters.
Okay.
So that's nice.
And that's a Friday night, the 21st of April.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Come on up.
It's
Coming
up,
up.
folks.
We've got 3 weeks, and definitely would like everybody to RSVP so we know what to expect.
And how
Hopefully-
do they RSVP to?
They just call my office, and we've got a list going. My
Okay.
office number is 772-286-8676.
Right.
And
And if you want to call into the studio right now, it's 772-220-9788. And we're going to take a short break. And let's finish up with Francesca first before we
okay.
go, because we've got John coming back
Yeah,
after the
yeah.
break. Yeah. So, any last details we should know?
no, I want to thank you for having me on the show,
Oh my
both
God,
of
thank
you.
you.
It was fun. And I definitely look forward to seeing all of you on April 21st at 228 Southeast Oriole Avenue. That's in Stewart,
Yeah.
right off Ocean Boulevard. And once again, the number is 772-286-8676. Thanks so much.
And go to Francesca's Facebook page, Francesca Morgan Interiors, and you'll find all the information there.
Exactly. Thanks again, Julia.
Thank you, Francesca. All right. Good night. And stay tuned.
There's more to come.
There's more to come. Oh, good. Thanks. We're still on Facebook. Thank you. Wonderful.
Thanks,
John.
honey. Thanks, sweetheart.
Mwah.
Thanks.
Hang
Thank
on,
you so
everybody.
much.
John's coming. My Facebook stopped working completely. It's like the whole thing went.
I thought I was all impressed. You had it all
Well,
going
we had
on.
a few
You're like
people
really
on
good.
the internet
That's
stopped
cool.
or whatever. So hi, John. Come on in.
It's all yours.
See if I
It's
can-
all
let's see if
you.
I can get this working. I don't know what's going on. How annoying.
All right, I'm leaving you.
Bye. I'll see you April 21st.
April
I think.
21st.
Yeah,
Or hopefully
yeah.
before then, maybe
Or
we'll
hopefully
have
before
something to
then. Lunch. I like lunch.
Nice to meet you too. Please come. April 21st.
I got it on my list.
got
I'll
it?
put it on my thing.
Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Take care.
Thank you.
right.
You made it easy.
All right.
I
Awesome.
must
Have
have
a
too
great
much
night.
stuff open. Hi, John.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Right now we're on Facebook Live. Say
Well,
hi.
hi, Facebook.
You can put these on for the radio and you'll hear yourself and you'll talk directly into the mic. And we're coming back now. Thanks for hanging with us.
This is for you.
Oh my goodness.
Good night.
Bye, Francesca. Oh.
You keep logging out. Or you keep going out.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight on the Martin County Difference. I'm Julia Sansevere, your host, formerly known as the Dancing Realtor. Maybe I'll keep that title for a while to come. I don't know. But I kind of like it. It's kind of
Yes.
grown on me.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the dancing music kind of helps.
It does.
Yeah.
And Frank did that as a personal gesture for me tonight because somehow the regular intro disappeared. Got
Yeah,
it
well,
got eaten.
Our regular equipment decided to no longer be with us.
Yeah.
So
And-
we make do. That's what we do.
Technology, smology.
Well, you
it's
know,
the human factor that counts.
In
Right.
radio, it's all about being able to press on through adversity and make and still produce a good product. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everybody for sticking with us tonight. We're back on the radio at 1450 a.m. and we're on the internet at WSTUTV.com. Whoops, that's me. Let me turn it off. Haha. See?
Are you live or you Memorex here?
Yeah, whatever.
You had coffee.
I had coffee.
You had coffee.
I'm talking gibberish. But I just want to thank Francesca Morgan was my first guest for the evening, and now I've got John Nelson with familiesrecover.org. And real quickly, I want to thank my sponsors for tonight. That I'm so excited that I have sponsors, and sponsors lift us up. And I'm going to talk to John about his sponsors for his event and his organization. But TC Palm Home Inspections, I want to thank them. They are a family-owned and operated home inspection company. They serve St. Lucie, Martin, and Palm Beach County. They're fully licensed and insured with the state of Florida. And they perform complete home inspections and pre-listing inspections. I had them do that for me, and it really worked out well. Nobody was afraid of the inspection at the point of sale. So they also do insurance inspections, which include wind mitigation, 4-point inspections, and roof certifications. So you can call Gary Mulca at TC Palm Home Inspections at 772-678-8133 and check out their website at tcpalmhomeinspections.com. And also thanks to Rivercrest Insurance. They are a local independent insurance agency. They are conveniently located in Royal Palm Financial Center near downtown Stuart. Founded in 2002 by Jeff and Nicole Meir. They're family owned and operated as well, specializing in personal lines of insurance for your home, auto, watercraft, life, and personal umbrella. Give Rivercrest Insurance a call at 772-463-3113 for premier insurance services for your peace of mind. Jeff and Nicole Meir, thank you so much. And thank you so much, John Nelson, for sitting in tonight. Your wife and I are friends, and she started to tell me about your organization, and I was like, say what?
She's a little shy.
She's shy, so she wouldn't come on the show, but she said, well, John will do it. And I'm like, okay. So, John, you have a lot to talk about tonight. I'm going to let you do that, but I was impressed on reading up about you and what you've accomplished, and you've done it because you've walked the walk and you talk the talk.
Yes. We started about 6 years ago. Families Against Drunk Driving.
Mm-hmm.
Personal reasons. Getting involved, trying to get some statute changes, trying to get the schools more aware, even on more of a personal level in my own family, and it just took off. You know, the sheriff's departments and the schools and just people in the community. Mothers Against Drunk Driving is a great organization. Big time rule changes, legislative worldwide, where we're more hands-on the street. They're not.
Right.
So we've seen a need for that. And one of my board members, both of his mom and dad from Niagara Falls, both overdosed and died in Niagara Falls, New York.
Oh, my God.
And he went on to become a millionaire, self-made by 20 years old. And he approached us about 6 years ago, and we decided to start Families Against Drunk Driving.
Mm-hmm.
It was a real need, and it still is. We've been able to get involved with families at the level of intervention, all the way to the rehabs, to see them and get their kids back together. You know, Eula Clark's a great friend of mine here locally. She's probably donated 25,000 hours.
Oh my gosh!
To getting families back together. She was huge in working with me and teaching us the rules.
Yeah, how to get
and
around.
The courts and be able to go in motion for people to be able to get their kids back. The most important thing is getting the parents united on a kid front.
Yeah, and the thing is that you're 501c3, that's another reason why you're here,
Yep.
and your mission is to offer hope and support through education, prevention, and positive intervention for families being torn apart by addiction. And this is all kinds of addiction.
Well, 2 years ago we added familiesrecovers.org because of the opiates and the heroin problems. And anyone can watch the news and see what's going on. You got Chris Christie's coming on as the new drug czar. We're trying to get to see him in his office. We've got meetings with Pam Bondi up in Tallahassee.
That's good.
We're meeting with Representative Mast. We're meeting with Bill Nelson. We're trying to get in to see Marco Rubio. There's a lot of things that need to change when it comes to treating these things. But the bottom line is if you hold your kids or an employee near and dear, and they're going through a struggle, there is things that you can do to intervene.
Yeah.
And if people don't have any clue, the news is going to tell you one thing: 55,000 kids will die in America in 2017 from overdoses.
Kids.
And then women over 45 are the next target. What happens is they've raised their kids, the husband's found a younger wife, or vice versa. All of a sudden they've not had anything to do because now they're not having to raise kids, and they become at risk of a painkiller addiction that turns into a heroin addiction.
And you've helped over 2,100 people from families already.
Absolutely.
That's an incredible record.
Yeah. We team up with the Miami Heat. We did that for 4 years. We did a lot of outreach where the Heat, and they're going to be at our event this year. They've been a very big supporter. Even though we're far away, they would send their tour bus up, and we would take a lot of that risk. Not only just rehab people, because you need people to help offset the costs. We took a lot of inner city kids that would never have the opportunity to see the other side of the world. Most families can't afford to go to a pro sporting event. It's $500.
Sure. Oh yeah. It's
You know,
expensive.
you're not going to a Dolphin game with a family of 6. It's $500.
Wow.
Most families can't afford that. So when it comes to our intervention in that area, I was taught a long time ago to take people that are in the addiction, that are getting sober, to learn how to do stuff. They don't have to do it unsober. See, so taking someone out into a public venue and not being under the influence is new. And you show them, hey, you can do this, and you don't have to be under the influence.
And it's that encouragement that can break the cycle.
And it's the simple things that people take for granted. You know, most people don't wake up in the morning and try to figure out where's my next fix going to come from. They don't.
No.
And I'm not saying that it's not a problem that should be, you know, if you got legal problems, you caused it, you got to pay the piper.
Right. Well, I think what's amazing is that I did go on your website, and immediately, after about 2 seconds of being on it, a little chat operator popped up and said, "How can we help you? Thanks for visiting our site." And I was like, "Oh, thank you. I'm not addicted to anything. I'm just going to be interviewing John Nelson, and I wanted to look at your site." And she said, "Thank you." And so that was really great, though. I said, I'm very impressed at your response time, and, you know, it's anonymous.
Exactly.
So that's the cool thing is that, and you have so many good things on your website. It's familiesrecover.org. If you or a friend or a family member has an issue with any kind of addiction, drugs, alcohol, you know, it can be opiates, it can be opiates are the big one, and the painkillers. The painkillers are taking over.
Prescription
drugs.
Yeah.
Go to familiesrecover.org and you'll read about their mission, which is incredible, and how they work in the community and how they help you through rehabilitation, finding a good place to go and do rehabilitation. And I like your 4 simple steps to recovery is first call your hotline. You know,
Absolutely.
Do that and then get insurance verification. And that's free that you can find out from
Now, if someone doesn't have insurance and they're
Right.
screened, we have facilities, not only here, we've got a network all over the country because not everybody can get on an airplane and come to Florida.
Right.
So for those people, if they go through a screening process and they fit the criteria, and we're trying to work with Medicaid more there to try to get everybody help, and Donald Trump and Chris Christie are big in that arena right now if you're watching anything that's going on legislatively. It's getting the person help, even if they don't have insurance.
Yeah, and that's important. So
It's just that simple.
Yeah.
and that number, just so you know, it's open 24/7. And you call, is this right, the 877 number? 707-8989. And, or you can visit aidinrecovery.com. But first of all, just know that you can go to familiesrecover.org.
And my phone number's on there.
And your phone number, that's right.
My
And-
actual cell phone number.
Yeah, which is right here. Is that
That's
it?
it.
772-285-5828. And John's email is john@famadd.org. So john at famad.org. And we're going to talk about your event that you're having in October to raise money for this. But back to the 4 steps. Call the hotline at that number, 877-707-8989, or visit aidinrecovery.com, or, you know, just click on their website, familiesrecover.org. Find out about your insurance. They'll help you verify if you can be insured, and they'll help you find that. Then number 3, complete a clinical intake assessment. So how does that manifest itself?
Well, once you get into a facility and or you're going to see private counsel, the first thing they want to do is evaluate where are you at.
Yeah.
How is your health? You know, and that's one thing that Martin Health was coming on board with us this year after I suffered a massive heart attack and sepsis. And there's a story there also. Martin North saved my life twice in 11 months.
Wow.
And now it's really put on my heart that we should take a hard look at health in recovery. Most people that have been out there drinking and drugging for all those years, they've never been to a doctor.
And the stress
So that's
that
why
puts on your body.
exactly, the family, everybody, the assessment is so important to see just where you're at.
Right.
What can we do to help this process?
Yes, and then the fourth thing is entering treatment. Just go, get into treatment. And you can find out about the available treatment that best suits your specific needs. And they make it simple to help you make the decision.
Right.
With the right education and the support and encouragement, everybody can have a better life.
And this is the thing, I got to really put this out there, because with what's going on with the industry and all the fraud, 78 years ago when AA became a entity, they didn't have, we didn't have treatment centers.
Right.
People could make the choice to pick up that hotline and call and get a meeting anywhere in the United States. I was just at one in Gainesville last week, 37 years old. We've got it beat into people's heads that the only way that you can beat this is by entering treatment. I agree that you got to go into some sort of recovery. But if you can't do any of that, you can simply walk into a 12-step program, whether it's the church, an AA hall, whatever suits your thing, to find the answer. Because if you really want to stop, I'm not saying that treatment isn't a good idea, or at least detoxing the right way. Because clinically speaking, you can die by detoxing the wrong way.
Yeah.
But if you have no other alternative and you've had enough, there's a meeting somewhere. And there's people that'll come pick you up. And for as simple as a cup of coffee, you can go in there and get the ball started. You don't have to have $27,000 to stop the progression of this disease. And I don't think that it's talked about enough. And I've been sober long enough to know treatment can be good, but treatment can also be a stumbling block. You know, we get to come in 2 or 3 times a year. You're beating your insurance to death.
Yeah.
You're learning the same thing over and over, when you can simply make the decision, I'm going to stop today. I'm going to get myself accountable into a meeting hall, of whether it's a church program or an AA program, an NA program. You can do this. Sometimes treatments becomes a crutch.
Yeah, I can see that, you know, but where there's, you know, misery loves company kind of thing, but
Absolutely.
also when you do know you're not alone, that also helps you.
Absolutely.
And is less of a crutch than and more of a support, I'd say.
Absolutely.
So, and then you're on Facebook,
Absolutely.
Families Recover, which is great, and familiesrecover.org has tons of information, but also the partners you have, like you were mentioning some of our political government people, but the sheriff right here in Martin County.
We've done events with the DUI task force over the years. Ollie Harvey's son, Philip Harvey, was killed over on Map Road. We did, that was a pretty controversial DUI. That guy ended up getting 17 years. And, you know, it's hard because anytime you're in a position of trying to do events, volunteering and asking for money, I can put this out there. And your guest that was just here, Molly's house, the biggest crutch we have is the big nonprofits are not doing with what the money that they're getting donated the right way. So the little nonprofits like ourselves, Molly's house, because we partner with a lot of different nonprofits, we all have the same battle. Why do you want the money?
Fighting for dollars.
Fighting for dollars. I mean, and it just doesn't. We're on Duns and Bradstreet. We're a zero debt nonprofit. I've spent a ton of my own money on this because I believe in it.
Well, and like I said, you walk the walk, you talk the walk, you walk the talk, you talk the walk, whatever it is, because you've been there. You've been down this road
too many times.
Too many times. So you've actually fallen off the wagon, as they say.
It took me a long time. I came in 1988, and I'm not sober that long.
Wow.
So my date changed.
Okay. Well, what you say on the website, your testimonials, you have a beautiful wife.
Beautiful. 2
beautiful children.
We have 4 actually.
4
I
now?
raised 2. Well, I had 2 daughters that I raised
right.
in a previous marriage. They're still in our life.
Yes.
My wife actually helped them. They actually moved in with us.
Sweet Jennifer. Aww.
Sweet Jennifer.
Well, I want to say thank you, and also to some of our viewers who are out there. Sharon Hillpaw, thank you. She's saying great info.
Thank you.
It really is. And Sam Massey saying, hey, Jules. So thank you out there for everybody who's out watching. Please share this and like it. It's really worthwhile if we can get people to pay attention to this issue. You know, like you said, a long time AA was started, Alcoholics Anonymous, and that was all there was. And since then, the drug traffic, the amount of availability, the flood of it coming into our country, but also coming in legally as well as illegally.
Absolutely.
The narcotics through the painkillers. Remember when Rush Limbaugh was addicted and he, oxycodone?
Right.
So it's a real epidemic.
It's a real epidemic.
And you haven't... Go ahead.
Diseducating. Parents need to know who
Yeah.
their kids are hanging around with.
Yeah.
And parents need to know that no means no.
Yeah.
I have people call me constantly, leaving a dentist office with a prescription bottle of oxycodone for their 10 or 12 or 13-year-old kid
What?
because they have a toothache.
Oh, for goodness
Because
sakes.
we have lobbyists spending $900 million a year in the pharmaceutical fields pushing these pills out there. Just a short story. My two surgeons, the one from here at Martin North and my new surgeon at Tampa General, they were schoolmates, both cardiac care. My wife and I have been able to sit in the room and talk to these two surgeons that are way educated more than I'll ever be on just how much those pills have affected America. Because they don't know, because they're not taught. They're not taught.
They're taught to medicate.
They're taught to medicate.
Right.
You give them an ibuprofen 900 or even a 500 milligrams ibuprofen, you don't need a narcotic going in your kid's body.
No.
I am sorry.
No. And when you said kids, 55,000 kids will die?
Yeah.
1 year?
They said
In 1 year?
45,016, but I got news for you.
Oh, yeah. And how old are these kids?
Anywhere from 16 to 30. It's taken out a whole generation.
Oh, that's worse than any war we fight overseas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the war at home, folks. So
It's right here on our streets right now.
Yeah. And I'll never forget living in New York City. And, you didn't go to certain parts of the city because that's where they were hanging out in the alleyways and trading and shooting. And,
Sure.
so you didn't go there. But then it started to become more affluent, and the people in the fancy cars would drive by and get the stuff. And it was something that was a housewife's nightmare. The smoking of the crack.
Sure.
I was just unbelievable. And I'm so glad I never got interested for any reason. I would never want to have that you lose control of yourself. I never want to lose control.
No.
And the only way I can say, and I even, we have had alcoholism in my family, and we grew up with that. So it's probably in every family in America.
Right.
I would say nobody has escaped either alcoholism or drug abuse in this country.
It's more, over the last 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, people have come out of the closet where what's going on inside the home, where the alcohol abuse, the sexual abuse, the human trafficking, whatever it was. It's finally coming to where people can say, we're going to talk about this.
And offering that hope and support and the navigation to good health, mental and physical,
Absolutely.
is so valuable and so important. So let's talk about your event coming up in October.
Yes.
This is a golf event,
Yes.
right? And it's at PGA National.
PGA National, where they do the Honda Classic. They're great friends of ours. We had to cancel last year because of my surgeon and I had a quadruple heart bypass, and I was about an hour away from dying. So
Oy.
when I told them I was hosting a golf tournament last year, they
no,
said,
you're
you're going
not.
to put that tournament off. So we kind of shelved it for a year just to see where things were at.
Yeah.
And I've leveled off health-wise.
But you need a new heart. That's what you're telling me.
Well, we need a new heart, but today I found out I'm accepted in the University of Florida stem cell program, which is a
great.
research program that targets just the heart.
Okay.
That's a blessing. There's only 7 of us that have made it.
Wow.
It's pretty
Congratulations.
stringent. But that comes from an addiction.
Okay.
Addicted people are very smart people. An alcoholic is they just haven't channeled it the right way. When they told me I needed a new heart, I instantly started Googling alternatives. And what popped up? Programs, stem cells. I went to my surgeon. My surgeon said, why don't you call University of Miami, Texas Heart? We didn't get anything. Took a phone call from Harvard one day, who puts these research programs together. I quit school in 8th grade. This is where I'm telling you, addiction doesn't make you stupid.
Right.
So we called, they tell us go on clinicaltrials.gov. Anybody listening that's facing something horrific like me, clinicaltrials.gov is the government website for every research program that's been approved in America.
Wow.
I found one at University of Florida. My daughter goes to University of Florida. She graduated Clark. And I went through some testing. First, they had to approve me. They voted on me, the researchers. Then I went up for testing. They said, listen, it's a very fine margin. You may be too healthy at 18% heart. So my wife couldn't understand that. I can understand that. The criteria is the criteria.
Yes.
They called me today and said, it seems like everything's in order, and you're one of 7 people.
Woohoo! Celebrate.
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 Yeah.
That's excellent. So we're going to celebrate with a golf tournament. You think your heart is in it?
Well, I don't think I'm going to be hitting at their.
No,
I
you're
don't
not
know
going
if
to
I'll be hitting their golf balls, but this
Can
year.
we keep the stress level low?
No,
please?
we get excited. We got
Oh.
great sponsors. We're doing a.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, who your sponsors are, because I announced my sponsors, and I was excited about that. And I gotta admit, I cannot read on the flyer. I had to print it out larger. But it's October 27th. Let's get the essentials out, and then we'll go with your sponsors.
Okay.
It's at PGA National in Palm Beach Gardens.
Correct.
Okay. October 27th. Okay.
The
Is
8
that a
a.m.
Saturday?
shotgun
Is that
start.
a
That's
Saturday?
a Friday.
Oh, it's a
moved it-
Friday.
All
Okay.
of our affluent players love to be able to tell their bosses we're doing something meaningful on
For the
Friday.
community. Yeah, on Friday.
So that gets them a half day out there at PGA. We have a great
Okay.
time.
Each player receives a reduced round of golf, cart fees only, at PGA National.
Everybody gets a second round.
That's pretty good, and it's $150 per person
Correct.
or $550 per team.
And we really kicked it up this year. We've decided that, and we're the first nonprofit at PGA to ever do this. We're going to do $1 million shootout. You have a
Explain
chance.
that. I am not a golfer.
We're going to do closest to the pin.
Oh.
The 5 closest to the pin get to shoot for $1 million.
Woo!
And the PGA officials will actually be taping that. Mercedes in North Palm Beach is on board also. They're giving away a Mercedes if you hit a hole-in-one. There's just amazing, amazing stuff. You know, the Miami Heat, Sam's Club's been on board since day one. You know, Eula's been a big support behind
Eula
us.
Clark. Love her.
I love Eula Clark.
I love Eula
You know,
Clark.
Rick Bradshaw is going to be emceeing for the second time.
That's cool.
He's huge into recovery thoughts. Even our sheriff here
Yeah.
has changed their attitude over the addiction problem and having a little more
Compassion.
empathy, a little empathy,
compassion,
because what's happened is they've been brought in so many people from out of state to get treatment, and the treatment centers have dropped the ball. That now the law enforcement's kind of turned its ways over thinking, well, wait a minute, how can we hold them accountable if they haven't been taught anything?
Yeah.
So it's wonderful. You know, there's school programs that are going on. It's just wonderful, wonderful stuff.
Well, good. So October 27th at PGA, you need whole sponsorships. They are available.
We're looking for a big restaurant group.
Okay.
We only allow 1 sponsor per criteria, so I need a construction company.
Okay.
They're the only one going to be out there.
Okay.
The Love Doctors are coming out. Leah's coming out to golf. They're going to be doing a live show, 94.3.
That's
At
good.
our banquet in the members clubhouse. Maria Marino's a dear friend. She is a member
Okay.
LPGA. We're going to be having the buffet lunch in the members clubhouse
Ooh.
with the live show going on.
Okay.
Hopefully, someone hit a Mercedes Benz and somebody hit $1 million. I don't know about anybody else. I mean, $1 million for a 156-yard shot. I mean, somebody could do it.
Yeah.
It's doable.
It's doable.
Yeah.
I could try, but it won't be me.
I'll be hitting the houses in the canals.
Exactly.
but
I
don't
hit
know.
backwards. Jennifer, your beautiful and shy wife, has said you need golfers and sponsors.
Yes.
And another friend, Susan Schrum Marshall, has said, good job, Julia. This needs so much attention.
And it does.
It does. And
It's,
thank you
it-
for your comments.
It's tragic out there right now.
Yeah. And so don't forget, coming up, we're giving you plenty of lead time, folks. October. That's
October.
10th month of the year.
We
and
do
we're
that
in
on
the 4th
purpose.
month. We're giving you 6 months notice. And you want to call John or go on the website at familiesrecover.org.
And they can sign up on the website.
Okay, you can. There you
There's
go.
PayPal. We're, like I said, we're a zero debt 501c3, Duns
Yeah.
and Bradstreet, A-rated. You go and do your research on the big nonprofits, and I'll tell you what you're going to find out. I'm not going to name them off, but we all know the names. They're all D-rated because 20% of their money goes to the streets. I've never taken $1 from this.
Wow, that's an impressive thing.
Now-
Is that how much of $1 goes toward the people who need it?
Administration.
Well, not the administration. You send
Well,
it
right,
to the,
right.
to the people who need to recover.
Right.
So that's probably at least 90 to 95 cents of every dollar goes to the people
That's
in
what
need.
we shoot for.
You shoot for that.
Yes.
Yeah. And you're able to accomplish that. That's wonderful. So give John a call at 772-285-5828. go to, you can send an email at info@familiesrecover.org or send him an email directly, John at F for families, AMADD.org, famad.org for the event. And go on his Facebook, go on Families Recover and find out about it. Sounds like a lot of fun. And you do have some sponsors already, and my God, you have the Miami Heat involved. That's pretty cool.
Miami Heat's big.
They're
really
good.
Big. They love the community.
You have Fetterman and Associates?
Fetterman was there a couple years ago. We're not sure if he's coming back.
Okay, well, come on, Fetterman. Come on back.
Yeah.
We want you. How about these others? Well, the Sheriff,
we got Stryker Electric will be back. Honda Classic, Sam's Club.
Waters Edge Recovery?
Waters Edge will probably be back.
Okay.
We got Ocean Bay.
Okay.
We got AmTrust Bank is on board.
But we need more.
We need more.
You always need more.
We need more.
Yeah. And so you know where to go.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Don't be like beautiful Jennifer.
We'll show
shy.
you. We'll show you our books.
And Jennifer, she says I'm a rock star. No, you are, Jennifer, and you have a wonderful husband here. And we're going to help out a lot of people who need help. If you go to familiesrecover.org and sign up for the golf, it'd be great. And just real quickly, I'm going to review that I have a few listings that need help. I have one in Mariner Sands, speaking of golf. It's a beautiful pool home for $347,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Go to my page. My website is juliasansevere.com. I'm also on Facebook at Julia Sansevere, Florida Waterfront Specialist. Got a lot of great articles for buyers and sellers there.
We love that place.
Yeah.
We've done 3 or 4 homes in there. As you know, I'm a remodeler.
Oh, in Mariner Sands.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So go to the web page for me or Facebook, and you'll find good articles about buying and selling homes. Staging is my watchword. To sell a home, you need staging, and I have a great company who does that for you. I want to thank also Francesca Morgan for being on this evening, how she's helping Molly's house. And John Nelson, thank you so much for how you're helping people in need in our area. So tune in next week. I have a great show with the robotics team here in Stuart. And they're
so cool.
They are so cool. And so we're going to have how much time out on the radio? Are we done?
Yeah, last minute.
Last minute. Okay.
Yeah,
well, thank you,
30
everybody,
seconds.
for 30 seconds. Okay. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. And remember, every Wednesday night, 7 to 8 p.m., the Martin County Difference with Julia Sansevere. And got a beautiful home in an ocean access community, Oak Ridge, also in Lighthouse Point. Beautiful homes. Thanks. Bye.
We've done 3 or 4 big remodels in Mariner Sands, but it's tough. It's tough to get in there.
Yeah.
Susan Maxwell's a good friend.
Yeah.
You know Susan?
Yes, I do. Hi, Susan. I hope you're watching. She's out there. I'm going to go turn this off. So thanks, everybody. And don't forget, this will be on YouTube later and lives forever on Facebook. So thanks for watching.
Toodles.
Toodles. Share it.